Hey, my wonderful, wonderful people. A pleasant Monday morning to everybody. All right, my beautiful, wonderful people. Listen, I just got the news. Maybe I'm late, but that's fine. Better late than never. You know, because the reason why I'm going to vlog on it is because of what I heard, you know, Deion Jackson Miller say. And this is in light of the Immaculate Cape 1 level student who was kicked out, thrown out, told that she could not go to the second level of Cape, or upper 6 as we would know it, because she did not meet the standards of the school's academic performance, what they require of you. All right, let me preface this by saying one of the things that I believe in wholeheartedly is that people must live by standards and principles. And I want to bring to you a book that I would encourage everyone to read by Malcolm Gladwell. It is called David and Goliath. So it may seem as though he's talking about the Bible David and Goliath. You know, when David had his slingshot as a youngster and he pulled it back and let go the slingshot, and the stone hit Goliath in his head and he died, you know, got rid of the oppressor. And the theme around it is, there are several themes that surround David Gladwell's book, you know, and he talked about basically having elitism that, you know, just seemed to permeate whether a land or a space or a country or whatever it is, and the difficult nature of getting rid of it, the sort of capitalistic mentality or capitalism, you know, the owners of the means of production, and how their oppression really suffocates those who are disadvantaged. And he even posited, is it fair? Is it clear? And is it just? Whatever laws and rules and regulations and practices, standards and principles, it should be it must be hinged, you know, it must be on the foundation of fairness and justice. So we have no problem when a school decided that this is the, on the basis of meritocracy, this is where you should be at. We have no problems. All right. So when Deion Jackson Miller was doing the dissecting, you know, this dissecting of the whole Cape results, they said up to level 6 is a pass. So let us say level 1 of the unit 1's Cape is excellent. So you're 100 or a little below 100 or something like that. I don't remember what the range is. Maybe 90 to 100, 95 to 100. I don't know. But if you're at level 1, you're excellent. Level 2, very good. Level 3, good. So the very is cut off. And level 4 is satisfactory. So it's like maybe 50%. All right. So we say, when they say satisfactory, we would say maybe 50%, 55, 60% satisfactory. So we have this 18-year-old aspiring engineer, student of the Immaculate Conception High School, who actually has 8 O levels, you call it, you know, at the CXC level, you know, lower than the upper 6 or lower 6. You know, she's at the 5th form level, has 8 subjects, 6 of which she has grade 1s in, and 2 what they call compulsory subjects, English and math. So right away she gone clear, and 2 of them she has gotten 2 2s in. So 6 1s, 2 2s. Now here comes lower 6. So she went to lower 6, and what the Gleaner has brought to her attention is that she was class monitor, sub-prefect, prefect. She was involved with sports, or in sports rather, and even founded a club or more than 1 clubs. So we're talking about a well-rounded, very necessary and vital student to a school, because we don't know who she's going to become, and she's certainly going to become somebody great in later years. All right, so watch me now. And she's an aspiring engineer, as I mentioned earlier in this video. So out of, I think it is 4 courses in terms of the Cape level, I think she got either 2 1s at the level 1, 1 2 and a 4, something of that nature. So I think if it is not 4, it is 3. But let us work with 4. So she got 1 4. Remember how I broke it down? So the level 4 that she got in unit 1 at the CAPE level is satisfactory. So it's almost like she got 50%, 55, 60. I'm just calling that. I don't know what the exact score is. But you can safely say that satisfactory means, you know, a pass mark. She passed the course. She didn't fail the course. Now, Immaculate, the principal has stated that they have their standards and principles and that students must abide by this. All right. Let us dissect, deduce everything. She has 6 1s, 2 2s. Under the unit 1, she has what? 2 1s and a 2, but the 4. So if you average out everything, it would push her up to level 2, even with the 4 in it. So we're counting all the 8 subjects, you know, the 6 1s, the 2 2s, and the 2 1s and the 2 and the 4. So if you average it out, you add them all up together and you average them out, she's going to be pushed up. So she's still going to be very good. So she's still performing above satisfactory overall. 2, she's an aspiring engineer. The course that she actually got the satisfactory results, the passing grade, 50 or 60 or whatever it is, or maybe 65, that she got was food and nutrition. Well, that may be important. That is not a core course for her in her later years with the reality of the fact that she's doing engineering. That is what she's going to pursue. So it would not stifle the core that leads her into the engineering world, because this would be like a core, not the what you have, it's, you have prerequisite and it's a core requisite. I can't remember back in the day you and me go UA, you know, they had those. So it's like courses that were not compulsory courses, a must-do course. Nobody's saying that you're going to falter in your standards and your principles, Miss Principal. But what we're saying is that, is your standard fair? Is your standard just? In this particular case, food and nutrition for an aspiring engineer, and she got satisfactory. So what I figured you would have done, you said, all right, I figured you would have employed something similar to what Solomon did when the 2 mothers came. 2 mothers had a baby. One mother's baby died, so she snuck into the other mother's room, took the baby, put it beside her. When the real mother woke up, she started crying, but when she looked carefully, she said, but this is not my baby. As young as the baby is, as much as baby look different when they're baby stage, I know my baby, this is not my baby. And the hullabaloo was created, and so on. And Solomon said, all right, they went before the king, and Solomon said, all right, tell you what, you saying it's your baby, this one saying it's her baby. We have rules and regulations, you know. You understand me? But we're going to use the laws of deduction to see who is the mother here now. He didn't say that, but that's what he intended. And he said, we're going to cut the baby in half. Give you half and give you half. The fake mother said, yes, 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 do that. But she didn't think wisely. And the real mother said, no, don't do that. Please, sir. Give her the baby. I'd rather my baby be alive than my baby dead. And Solomon said, no, I know that you are the real mother. He had to employ. So even though they had standards and principles, you know, Solomon came and said, let us employ some level of wisdom here in dealing with this matter. Solomon probably already suspected who was the real mother, but he wanted to prove a point for us, for the later years generation to come and read it. So all you simply had to do, principal and teachers and administration, was to say, all right, she has 6 1s. 2 of the in the ones are English and math, compulsory, must have courses. I always say, once you have English and math, you're on your way to victory, really. 6 1s, 2 2s, 8 subjects. All right, she's doing 4 courses in unit 1. 2 1s are 2. Remember, either 1 and a 2 and a 4, or 2 1s are 2 and a 4. So, all right, if we average it out, she's going to average up to very good. All right, we're making an exception to the rule because your rules were not written in blood. She was not performing poorly. She has not failed a course. She has not failed a course. But if I were that mother, I'm glad the mother made a hullabaloo. If I were that mother, pull her from the school. You don't need that. I really would hope like Campion or Arden or some other top school take her in and then go and live and see this girl become a very good engineer. What you did was unfair, and you tried to bring in rules and regulation to support your elitism way. You didn't realize the gold mine, the diamond, the emerald and the ruby that you had in that 18-year-old, and gotta go make a live. And you're going no one to say, Oh, she was a member of the Immaculate Conception High. Guys, you know what to do. Read TikTok and YouTube. Subscribe.